Across the continent of Greater Banya, peoples of all walks of life share a common sense. The sense that something is approaching. What it is remains a secret to most, but they can feel it. Rumors of sickness spread in the south. A mountain flies in the west. An army of living flame marches through the desert sands, leaving a line of glass as their trodden path. Yes, these are the troubles set to welcome a god into this world. Behelit, the lidless eye, god of the searing light. She approaches and will not be deterred. However, a few know of her coming and prepare. A deadly and cunning thief, a champion of the mountain tribes, a cleric of chaos, a brilliant artificer, and a scarred soul whose past is catching up with him. Can these individuals save the rest? Can they kill a god? Can they save their friend? Can they each finally find a home? Let us together read the final chapters of these heroes.
Hello, friends, and welcome to Goats and Dragons, the stream where Helvagoat Gaming plays Dungeons and Dragons, a game of shared storytelling where I trap you're all dead. I'm sorry, I've been practicing that all day. I'm Andrew Gilbert, he, him, but tonight I'm your friendly neighborhood dungeon master, and I'm not alone. With me, as always, is Galway playing the Tiefling Sorcerer Charity.
Hey everybody, I'm Galway, pronouns he or they, and I play Cavalry and Charity, the family whose pronouns are he, him.
Adam, playing the Halfling Rogue Replicant.
Hi, my name is indeed Adam. I use the pronouns they or he, and I play Bugin. Whose pronouns are his.
Lena, playing like a lot of something.
Okay, all right.
I don't know what we're doing. Hi,
Andy doesn't
I'm
either.
Lena.
So.
My pronouns are she, her, and Stormbringer's pronouns are also she, her.
Rachel, playing the
Yeah, that's me. I'm Rachel, and just like Andy said, I'm playing the gnomish artificer Clem, and both of us use she, her, hers pronouns.
And Darcy playing the
Hi, I'm Darcy. My pronouns are they, them, and Kari's are she, hers, and back, I guess.
Mwah, love you. And welcome to
Why
our
you're
live...
married.
Apparently.
Welcome to our live recording of the podcast Goats and Dragons. We now have 3 podcast feeds that you can listen to. We have this one, Goats and Dragons, which is 1 to 20th level. And they're getting there. They're 17th level already. It's a big one. And then we have Helvagoat Presents, where we play shorter campaigns and one-shots, plus the interlocking campaign GM'd by Galway in the world of Tyr. And tomorrow, I think we're going to wrap up, or at least get close to wrapping up, the newest installment of that, which is awesome, and I'm excited for. And we have Dom and Dragons, the 25 episode arc where we played D&D with Dominic Monaghan, the actor, which is awesome and really fun. And on Twitch right now, you can listen to us live, and we are affiliate, which means you're able to cheer and subscribe to us. Someone left and came back in. That's fun. And now I'm distracted. What was I
the
saying?
Bear?
Exclamation point something. Discord. There we go. Back on track. Nailed it, Andy. Exclamation point Discord in the chat. Will allow you to get a link to our Discord, and you can join us, where we hang out and have fun, and we watch movies, and we Rachel reads to us, and we do fun games with our community, and we're doing a gift goat thing right now, and that's super fun. And so we do all that in our community hub Discord. So !Discord will get you signed up for that if you'd like. We also have !KO-FI or coffee, and that gets you a link to our coffee page, and you can help support us by putting a little cheddar cheese our way. And it also helps us buy supplies of cheddar cheese.
God damn it.
And merch will get you awesome merch of Helpful Goat, which has a lot to do with our podcasts and our games that we play, and jokes and one-liners from these things, and amazing art from even community members, and that's awesome as well. And Galway, what do we have for the ! Donate?
I'm off my game. I was like, why are we talking to me next?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Donate right now points to our Tiltify campaign supporting the Trevor Project, benefiting LGBTQ youth. And as always, we encourage you, check it out, have the time and energy, financial resources, support, and also look for local causes in your area benefiting the same populations, because donations there go a very long way.
And we've kind of started also doing, if you donate to that specifically through !Donate, or through like coffee or like merch or something, I'll maybe consider adding inspiration or something for one of these fine individuals.
Finally.
Consider.
And because it's just getting more and more dangerous, it may not be a bad idea if you like these characters at all. Do you like charity? Do you want them to live? Give us money. Anyway, I'll kill him. I'll fucking kill. I don't care.
Yeah.
Jesus
I'm
Christ!
When did this podcast get microtransactions?
Yep. Sorry. Yeah, you have to. Basically now it's you have to pay now just to keep all of them alive, because I'm gonna kill them.
Also, if we ever need an outfit change, apparently.
Yeah.
And I think it's about
Poem.
I'm sorry. Oh, poem. Yes, of course. Who would like to read the amazing Chelsea poem this evening?
Well, I see the name Burbage, so that makes me want to read it.
Valid.
I didn't see the cat there for a second. I thought we were just looking at Rachel's boobs, and that was the whole point of that camera.
I mean,
Andy,
hey.
filter.
Nope, just the pussy.
Rachel, also filter.
Cat.
I mean,
Pussycat.
that was teed up. I mean, that was perfect.
Jesus fucking Christ.
This is gonna be rough. We haven't done this in a month. Sorry, Adam. Please continue with Chelsea's amazing poem.
A dazzling night of Burbage story dirt dancing. I think it is dirt dancing. Like dirt on Burbage. And much deserved sleep. Towards doom or dinner the story does creep. A window to Bavelia's shattering events, surprise shopping with hot and terrifying outfits, and dramatic levels of trap defense. You'll get out and safely to dinner, hypothetically. Much love, Fates of Ryn crew, your voices we hear and faces we see.
Yay!
Oh, Chelsea.
Thank you, Chelsea.
Chelsea, you have to get...
I think Chelsea remembered something from our last game that we didn't remember. Which absolutely happens. The dirt. Was it when did you do a dance at the establishment?
We got a lot of dirt about him, right?
Oh, maybe that was
Yeah. Because
Chelsea can let us know if
if we're far off.
This was we came in, and I think it was like Burbage had said something about like just whatever you do, like don't ask this person for stories. And basically, as we devolved into chaos as we do whenever we enter a new room with people in it, Charity was like, take me to the room, threw a coin to the bartender, and be like, tell the gnome all the stories. I'm out.
Oh, that's right. And then Clem had that really beautiful moment where the bartender wanted stories about Burbage, and they were just like, "Oh, he's a really great guy."
Them told cool stories.
Yeah,
But
What
we
a
learned that
nice
made him sound
person I
really
am.
heroic and stuff.
Burbage's nickname was the Nightfire. And I forget why. But
Because you gave
Andy,
everyone chlamydia.
there was some other reason.
I don't
Andy,
think that was why. Was that why?
no, I mean it was. I think it was brought up, but I think
That
Andy
deserves
had
a
it.
Video
clap.
was brought up?
Yeah, Andy had Anna Purley or the bartender come up with something else, or was it Madame Lowry who said what the story behind Nightfire was? I forget.
wasn't
I
taking
guess.
notes on
Clearly,
your
this is the key
backstory.
piece of lore for tonight's session.
Yes.
Well, on that note, let
Well,
me tell you what happened last time.
Hold on, Chelsea
Oh.
is saying that dirt happened. Yeah, I was right. Dirt happened and dancing happened. You were correct. Hikari went up and danced on stage. Did a
That's
sexy dance with the
right.
dancers.
No memory of this.
Burbage would never.
Oh no,
do
wait, yes,
that.
we do.
Yeah.
Burbage would never.
Um,
Do you want to give us the actual recap, Andy?
I mean, sure, it's not as good. But,
Well,
so the family went looking for lodging to heal and settle down in the middle of the night. Burbage knew of a place that was more out of the way, a place where he used to work for a stint. And in this Dazzle's place, the family found out that the citadel in the city of Bavalia had disappeared along with its king, the citadel forces, many lords and counselors, and only a hole was left. And they found that out through the room that they were staying in had a painting of sort of a magical window that overlooked the city of Bavalia with a live feed, essentially. But Hikari, being very upset about this, did contact Absalom Frey, who did survive and was left behind in the city of Bavalia. And though Hikari was shaken by that, they did end up going to sleep. Once rested, the family had several desires for the day. The main one, going shopping a little bit and looking for the cigar box. And to get that cigar box, we did a little bit of magic with the stranger's dagger, and realized that it probably was underground in that ancient dwarven city somewhere. The group ended up finding an old entrance into the catacombs and tunnels beneath the Geldeth's shipping in Phidero. And here, traveling further than they had many months ago, they discovered the remnants of a grand entrance to the dwarven city below, a massive stairway down. However, as soon as they discovered this, they also discovered that the stair was heavily trapped. And now, having just faced the first round of those traps, Charity has worked out a few of the intricacies of the dwarven craftsmanship and now has a better eye for spotting such things, and says that there are several more awaiting them further down the stairs. My friends, what would you like to do?
What if we roll something down the stairs and set off the traps before we're where the traps are?
To be fair, the giant flaming boulder covered quite a distance behind us as well before we got to here.
Right, but this time we wouldn't be surprised.
Based on what I saw looking at them, do I think that rolling something could trigger them?
I'm not serious. Don't do this.
No, you
Nope,
said
too
it.
late.
No.
So yeah, you probably could, because they look like pressure plates on the stairs, essentially.
Guys, I've got 1,000 ball bearings that I've had since the beginning of this campaign that I've never used. This might be the time to finally use them.
Oh yeah, we'll trap the traps, and that it's like when you multiply negative numbers, it will make them not a trap anymore.
What?
Yeah. Okay, so like if you multiply -1 times -1, it becomes +1. So if we multiply the trap by the trap, it becomes not trap.
What?
It's
This
just
is Adam.
math.
This is Adam
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I
The first one
kind of
confirmed, the
get
second one is done.
what she's saying.
I
Maybe
mean,
that's not
I
a
think
good
I
thing,
can also
though.
probably just like point them out as I just have, and we could not step on them.
Yeah, but I've got all these ball bearings. I've never used them once. My understanding is that I guess maybe other rogues use these to what? Like, cause a distraction? Or to, like, make people slip on them?
Yes, you
You
throw them
throw
behind
them-
yourself
you're
as
gonna
you flee,
distract
not
traps?
in front of yourself on the large stone stairway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but if I...
you throw them into like holes to see how deep they are and stuff like that.
Wow. These are all fascinating uses. All right, so you're saying I shouldn't roll them ahead of us into an area full of traps?
Well,
And
it
on
seems like the
stairs?
traps aren't just area based. It seems like perhaps when you set off a trap in one place, it takes, like with the boulder, out everything. So it can't just be let's set off traps ahead of us because we might all die.
All right, fine.
But Clem,
But
what if that was just
okay.
a coincidence, and the
Ah.
boulder just came? but
How
it
many
wasn't because of the
coincidental
trap?
flaming boulders have you run into? That's a dumb question, probably a lot,
few,
actually.
yeah.
How many times have you had a staircase turn into a slide, immediately followed by a flaming boulder terminating in a pit?
Look, we don't have a lot of stairs in Goliath Land. We mostly build single-story buildings, but
Okay,
why? Because you're not strong enough to build multi-story buildings, huh?
excuse you, little man. We
Hey,
don't
look,
need to.
all
gonna
right,
spike
all
it
I'm,
out of
her.
football.
I'm just saying that sometime before the end of this campaign, I'm going to use some fucking ball bearings, and it's going to be great.
Good.
Yes, Queen.
Can I just point out the traps to people? Like, are these difficult to avoid if you know they're there?
Once you know they're there, which you're getting better at, you head crit your, if you remember
Yeah.
your thing, and then
I put it in
you're
my
gonna
features.
awesome, good. Yeah, you're gonna be
Hey.
better at finding these.
Andy,
You can miss them, yeah.
also, just while we're talking, I would like to cast Faithful Hound,
Okay,
just to have my invisible dog with me.
yeah.
I just want to be prepared.
As you cast this spell,
Son of a bitch.
there are small crystals protruding from various elements of the tunnel and the stairway that you're going down.
Yeah, quick question. Had somebody pointed this out before and Rachel just forgot? Okay, just wanted to make sure that this wasn't a Rachel being.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
thank you.
this
Okay,
is-
No, this
continue.
is new.
Okay,
they
good.
were not on that first section.
Okay,
They
okay.
do seem to be on this second section.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of in a wave, starting from you where you're casting this, going down further, they all sort of light up with a deep purple light. And they are staying lit, and you now have a bit more vision in this place.
I don't know if that's good or bad. So I'm either sorry or you're welcome.
I think seeing things is good, so thank you.
You're welcome.
You said they're in the ceiling and the walls.
Yeah, you can't see a pattern to them. They might be just kind of naturally forming.
Sure,
To a
you'd
certain
like to sort of flap up to one and investigate to see what this is, and if there's any like effects going on besides, oh, it lit up in the presence of magic.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
guidance. A thing that the game Baldur's Gate 3 has served as the best promotion of my mantra. Use guidance early, use guidance
Yeah.
often. $18.
With an 18, yeah, that's good. You you can tell that it appears that these naturally forming crystals in this area have been very, very, very carefully cut out, and almost as if the hull was sort of carved specifically to hit these at various elements all along the wall. Um, and you can also then sort of see along the seams then kind of the wall there's a little bit of this kind of magic-y almost like a powder sort of substance that seems to be harnessing just like the natural magics of the area whenever someone would cast a spell, and just enough to sort of allow these crystals to glow. It's subtle, and they're much more natural effects, which is kind of why I didn't have you roll Arcana. But it's intricate and old and requires so much time and effort to do this.
So it looks like the rocks were there, and then the tunnel and sort of the ceiling of it were sculpted to give them room and space to emerge.
Yeah.
And then the is the powder natural seeming, or does it seem like someone used it as the equivalent of like wires?
Right, that seemed to be kind of placed around the
Okay.
circles a little bit, kind of stretching out. They're not quite like connecting exactly
Yeah.
with each other or something like that, but enough to sort of absorb
Mhm.
the elements of the air.
And do I get a sense of any effects other than it lights up?
Not that you can see. Yeah.
Like, Cherry's gonna go, okay, for my reference, what is Mordekainen's faithful hound? Probably conjuration?
That would be Rachel's. Did they roll it?
What school of
What about
magic?
it? Good question. Conjuration.
Oh, well, okay, interesting. As I went over there, not even thinking about this, I cast divination, or I cast guidance on myself. Did the crystals
Oh.
respond again? And
Yes. Yeah.
was the color any different, or is it?
Nope.
Well,
What if you shoot one of the crystals with a firebolt?
this is quite pretty, and we
Why?
probably don't need to destroy it.
Because I've been playing a lot of Baldur's Gate, and that's mostly how I solve puzzles in Baldur's Gate. So I think you should shoot it with a firebolt.
Baldur's Gate is an old card game that Goliaths used to
Mm-hmm.
play and teach to their children. It's a lot like Balat, if anyone's played Balat.
No.
Charity's gonna be like, I'm not sure these are part of a trap. It almost seems like they're part of why this tunnel was made the way it was. I think we can probably keep going. Oh, though they definitely do let people down below know that people are coming who,
Added feature. That does
Yeah, I
seem
don't
like-
think we've really got the element of surprise anymore.
No.
It's
No.
okay, because if we just crouch, we can see the sight lines, and then they won't be able to see us.
Yep.
Anywho, stairs.
Let's go.
Just let me know when I need to like
Yeah.
re-roll investigations or anything.
Totally. Yeah. So you're making your way down the stairs. You're pointing out all of the traps that you're seeing, and it's pretty easy if you're going slow to make sure that you don't step on any of these. This takes like another 20 minutes just to descend the staircase slowly like this. And finally, as the staircase is turning kind of to the right slightly as you're descending and spiraling downward, um, you're noticing some interesting things. The stairway itself is flanked by these really large walls of stone with these small crystals kind of pieced randomly, it seems, on them. But then the walls themselves, as you go deeper and deeper, you start to notice that while a lot of the walls have been smoothed up above, they you're starting to see definition of intricate carvings in these walls, until you hit an area in which there are these odd cutouts about 4 foot off the ground in the embedded in the walls themselves. There's like a kind of a 1 foot by 2 foot square like opening that goes back about 3 feet, and then in this sort of hole in the wall there's a little bit of the crystal glowing as well, and then this completely tiny miniaturized but really intricate carving of like dioramas, depicting what looks to be battles and coronations and weddings, and as if you're in an art museum all of a sudden that's portraying the history of this place. You're struck by how beautiful this is and how much time again it would have taken and the skill to carve such intricate work into stone. Um, and then as you're progressing further down, Burbage hears it first. Just a bit of noise echoing throughout the stairway. Something does seem to be moving down below, making a bit of a ruckus, because you feel it's still very distant from you, which tells you they're not trying to be quiet. But it also is not very rhythmic, like they're not descending the stairs. It's just a bit of ambient noise, and deep underground, you shouldn't be hearing the noise of Phidero at all. This does seem to be something down below.
Also, Phidero's not very noisy right now.
Extremely, yeah.
Speaking of underground, I am like hovering super close to Clem and watching her constantly, and I'm ready to grab her if she tries to fucking do anything.
Nice.
Why? Everything's fine and nothing's
Why?
gonna happen.
It's not like that weird evil voice in Clem's head wanted us to go to the dwarven underground tunnel thing.
I am trustworthy.
You're trustworthy. Evil voice in your head.
Yeah, and Clem, you don't hear a word. You don't feel there's any sort of will trying to take over.
Cool, great.
But
Oh.
there does seem to be almost a tiny vibration of excitement or tension that you feel in your head.
Okay,
That's it.
I'll keep that in mind.
Do we continue on, friends?
Does it sound like that noise is coming towards us at all, or is it just a noise?
It doesn't. It honestly sounds like someone is banging around down there, not really caring about being quiet, and that is traveling up the stairway.
Okay.
And it's still just a stairway. Like, we haven't seen paths off.
Not yet, no.
I'm gonna repeat the query about the cigar box to the dagger.
This is strange. At this point, you pull the dagger out and immediately starts spinning even before you can ask something. And as you ask it, it's not even slowing down. It speeds up a couple times. It slows down a little bit, but like it's not pointing in one direction for any length of time at this point.
Charity's gonna think of like Burbage's former apartment and query that.
Spin, 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 spin.
Cool. So let's not count on the dagger guiding us anywhere anymore. Also, this feels extremely dangerous to have a dagger that just hovers in the air and spins. I feel like the stranger didn't consider.
Dangerous or like super useful and cool?
Oh. I'm definitely going to stab someone and then ask it to point at something.
It really, yeah, this also resonates with what you know of Fae pretty much. Like this is exactly the kind of thing a Fae king would love to do. So yeah, you continue on. Give me another investigation check with advantage. There, go away as you're looking for traps.
I'll guidance myself. Well,
Do the crystals grow a little brighter?
As that happens, yes. They do very slowly fade over time,
19.
with no magic being cast. But that sparks them up again. And 19, yeah, 19 is excellent. You're able to see. It's weird. They're coming in patches of like there's maybe 100 steps before then a series of like 5 or 6 traps on these plates. And again, you're carefully stepping over them. But again, going slow, not a problem. The air is cool, and you get this really heavy, earthy scent from a little bit of a current coming from somewhere down below. And as you descend further, you eventually make it onto a wide platform that opens up now. And here is a junction where multiple paths branch off to different areas of the city, you would believe. This space is incredibly and ornately decorated. The architecture seems to suggest not so much about here's our history, be afraid of our weight and power in this world. This feels much more inviting, I guess. The way that the stone is decorated here. You also see areas where banners would have been flown. In a long, long time ago, this would have been probably maybe a greeting area of some sort. But here it is dusty, still decrepit. No fabric exists anymore. There are 5 different paths stemming downward again from this junction. And it looks like above each of them there was like a plaque embedded into the wall that probably read where these go, but those have all been removed.
Can Burbage determine which direction the noise is coming from? Which of the 5?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I shall do that, Andy, but only because you asked nicely.
Good.
There we go. $23.
23. It is difficult. You don't hear a lot right now. Nothing is banging like it was. Perhaps you hear a bit of movement down the leftmost version of that. We'll call that tunnel 1. So if you start all the way on the left and go to the right, we'll number them 1 to 5. But so in like tunnel 1, possibly a little bit of movement, but you're not sure if that's like a few rats or something deeper in. With the 23 though, yeah, tunnel 1 has a bit of a sort of acrid smell to it. Tunnel 2 is also silent, has much more of an earthy feel, smell to it. Tunnel 3 and 4 kind of just plain, and then tunnel 5 has a bit of brimstone or sulfur, kind of a tinge
Farts.
to it. Yeah.
Based on when we were coming down the stairs and Charity was still getting some indication, at least of a general direction, which of the tunnels would be most in that general direction?
It was a little difficult because now you've been slightly turning, and the tunnel goes straight sometimes and turns a little harder. You think you have your bearings. It probably, if the tunnels don't turn any further and they just go straight down, it would probably be the rightmost, so number 5.
And I understand, like, who knows precisely what the tunnels are doing, but at
Sure,
the
sure.
very least, if my bearings are correct, it's more to the right side than the left side.
Yeah.
So,
Which you would guess from this instance is about a little west of you, if your bearings are correct. Yeah.
do explorers' kits have compasses?
I think
They should if they don't.
Yeah, I think you have to buy that separate.
I didn't. I just
Dumb.
like I don't remember. But Charity, okay. Well, if I have my bearings correctly, and the tunnels just sort of go straight in the directions that they are now, we probably want tunnel number 5. I'm also going to say the fact that it smells like sulfur really seems to match up with our luck.
Do you think it's Raphael? I'll stop.
Wow.
I'll stop.
Wow, Lena.
What does sulfur mean? It's just like a crappy, like, chemical mineral. Oh, what is sulfur? A
Well-
rock?
Do we have any indication of what the fuck we're doing? Where we want to go? We kind of just ended up here, and I don't think we even really expected this level of whatever the fuck is happening to
We're
us. and-
looking for the stick purse, Clem.
Clem, that is sort of the motto of this entire campaign. We sort of
Rachel's
just
trying to
ended up
actually
here.
kill us.
Yes, but also, do we have any indicator of why we want to go where we're going?
Well, when we were coming down the stairs, I was trying to continue to locate the stick purse every so often, and it indicated generally the west. If I've remembered which way we're facing right now, that should be off to the right of us.
Okay.
Right.
And that's where the rock smell is?
Yes.
But
Do we-
I hear movement coming from the leftmost tunnel, and
We don't-
probably right, unless we are looking for the stick case, in which case it's probably, with somebody or something that moves.
It's a stick purse.
That's what I said.
It's a case.
It's gonna happen in editing. Andy's gonna fix it.
I don't think it is.
Can we
I-
just get a good, clean read of stick purse, please, Adam?
Stick piece.
Wow.
Beautiful.
I think we should go west and avoid the monster.
Does my quick question?
Yes. Mhm.
Sorry. I know that you said that the feeling inside of my brain was excitement. Did I get? Is that just because we're going down into these dwarven things? Did I have any inclination or feeling that the stick purse was in the place that brain guy wanted to go, or
You've not made that connection necessarily. At least
just
I mean,
that
you
they're
could-
all kind of in the same direction? We're going down into something, but it's not like where
Yeah.
this is where that is.
You Yeah, I mean, you could talk to him if you want. Open
He's not
yourself
gonna
up a
tell
little.
me fucking shit, Andy. He doesn't give a shit about the cigar case. I mean, I have no idea where the fuck we're going, but as usual, in these instances, I am going to trust Charity. No offense to Burbage. Well, some offense to Burbage. Let's be real.
I'm gonna ball bearing the fuck out of you someday.
And your dreams, baby.
Don't touch me.
What?
It's dead. How
hear
dare you
that
bring up my boy?
echoing from the
My
nook.
poor dead boy.
Clem has a Daniel Plainview moment from There Will Be Blood.
Mhm.
I abandoned my boy.
I did because he was still alive, cut in half.
Yeah, you abandoned your
I
boy.
abandoned my boy.
And that monster drank its milkshake.
Abandoned my boy.
It's a
Uh,
referenceful session note. Goats and Dragons.
Oh yeah. Anything to not have to make a decision here, folks.
Yeah.
Hey, we have to make sure we don't get to the dinner, okay, Andy? We have to like we have to break the Stranger's Beckons record.
Sure.
How many episodes did it take us for the
That
stranger
was-
to actually beckon?
That was 3.
So we have to take at least 4 episodes to get to dinner.
Looking forward to it.
Looking forward to it.
Looking at sort of any potential traps, markings, anything else, does Charity see anything that might indicate like differences between the tunnels?
Give me a survival check.
I should not still have had advantage, but I critted on the first dice.
Wow. Yeah, as you're looking at this,
23 total crit.
the third tunnel is the steps are worn smooth from the constant traffic that tunnel seems to have seen over its many years in existence. The dust is cleared a little bit on tunnel 2, and as if something somewhat recent went that way. And then tunnel 4, you notice a slight bit of like gold shavings have fallen to the ground on the top stairs of that. You're not exactly sure what to make of that, other than they don't appear to have dirt or dust covering them up, so they probably were fairly recent as well.
So Charity will relate all of that. Because, okay, I amend my suggestion. If we think that the stick purse was bought or sold and this was involved, maybe that could explain if they had been looting stuff, grabbing stuff. It's not like the Red family was particularly delicate with the surroundings. I mean, who are we to talk? But maybe it's this tunnel then?
Tunnel 2?
4.
So not the one that smells like rocks?
Correct.
Tunnel 3 and 4 smelled like nothing.
As a question,
What
I'll
does
say,
nothing smell like, Andy? Andy, describe what the smell of nothing is to me.
It smells like everything you've been smelling so far, so you're nose blind to it.
When you say tunnel, like how tall, how wide are they still
So,
going
yeah.
down into staircases?
So the major staircase that you've been on was about 20 feet wide, and the walls went up about 30 feet. It was massive. These are about 10 foot wide and about 10 foot tall stairways sort of going down off of this platform that's dome shaped in this room, that goes up to about 25 feet tall in the very center. So these are much smaller staircases at this point.
So, does anyone have a different tunnel to try, or should we try 4?
What did Andy say? What's it for? Like something was shaken loose, or
Gold shavings are on sort of like the top step. And they seemed like they were above the layer of dust. Like there wasn't dust or dirt covering it, so it didn't look like it was ancient, gold shavings. And Charity's reasoning was, if we're pursuing this thing that was probably like part of looted stuff from Conway's Manor, that would make the most sense for follow gold.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So Andy, did you say something else about Tunnel 2?
Tunnel 2, the dust was a little bit disturbed, so it seemed like something had moved through there recently.
Okay, all right.
And that's
yeah,
where Adam noticed or heard somebody moving.
That was tunnel 1.
Tunnel 1. So,
Right, so let's just go to tunnel 3. Nothing's happening there. Just kidding.
And Tunnel 3 was the one that looked like it was the most worn down.
Correct.
Okay. And tunnel 4, okay, yeah. So tunnel 4 is the one you want to go down.
Yes. At the moment, it's the only thing that I have anything that feels like a lead.
Sure. I'm easy.
I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah, I mean, now, so Andy, with the added kind of information of these visual cues about the tunnels, can Burbage kind of do one more focused perception check to try to get a sense of sounds from each of the tunnels one more time?
I mean, you're still going off that last roll, essentially. Nothing else has changed too
Well,
much, unless
with the added kind of sense of, okay, well, I know now we have this sense of the gold shavings over here. I mean, I guess that doesn't.
It doesn't like change the perception that you like what you're perceiving necessarily.
Senses are intersectional, Andy, but okay. Fine.
That's a great line. I love that. That should be on a t-shirt.
I don't know. I feel like Burbage has more. It's new information than he had before.
Right, but there's no more sensory material to gather. Like you've gathered everything you can at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
What if he plugs his ears and then unplugs his ears?
I guess that would change the perception a little bit.
That's.
And I'll let you roll again. If you
Are
do
you
this enough.
are you serious?
If you plug your ears for another 5 minutes and then unplug them, you've
5
reset your
minutes?
senses.
No,
I'm gonna make you spend time, which is the only valuable thing that I can do to you right now.
No 5 minutes standing going la la la.
Yeah. You know, I think we could. I think the gold shavings are promising. Yeah. I did only hear sound coming from over there, but maybe I don't know. It's possible that whoever's down there has been storing their loot down different tunnels or something.
You hear just a little bit of the sort of ceiling kind of collapse into dust and sprinkle down. A couple little tiny pebbles in a couple of
This
these
is structurally
places
sound.
over time.
I think it does make sense to at least maybe try to avoid an encounter with another being for as long as possible. So yeah, let's go. Let's follow the
dinner's
gold
tonight,
shavings
right?
lead.
So we want to make sure we're really well rested for dinner
No,
tonight.
I
dinner's
can't-
not for another 2 sessions, Stormbringer.
I can't talk to my faithful hound at all, right?
I mean,
Like
yeah,
if I
you can
wanted to
talk at him.
but I mean if I wanted to send him ahead because he's like phantom and doesn't affect shit and invisible and all this other shit. But like, if he comes back, he can't fucking tell me what he saw. I can't, like, it's not like a familiar or anything. I could look through his eyes. So
You know what? If you had speak with animals,
I sure don't. That is
think I
not
would
an
allow
artificer
that.
spell,
Yeah.
I have so many potions to speak with animals, you guys.
Lena. Not in
Lena.
this game.
Or
I've
if
got,
someone
like,
had
12.
a god they wanted to ask about stuff or something, feel free.
I also don't have a god.
True.
I'm an
do.
artificer.
I do, but is it
Akari
that one that's like
does.
a real low percent?
You could have your god intervene if
Yeah,
you want
roll
to try to do
divine
that.
intervention to see if they could tell you, give you the Jesus cigar case.
Yeah, like if that worked, then you should just ask to have it. Like, don't ask
Yeah,
for
not
it.
just
Why
the
don't I just do
location.
that?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Okay.
If we're doing this though, Burbage is gonna plug his ears
Jesus.
Okay.
because this is gonna take 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, it would take about 5 minutes of
Yeah, Burbage is plugging his
setting up a
ears.
ritual.
I'm just like watching
What's
Hikari
it
do
called
this,
again?
look over. Burbage has his fingers plugged in his ears. I'm like,
What's it
Darcy,
called
just
again?
roll a d100.
A D100, and you're trying to roll 17 or lower. And before you roll, before you know whether this is true or not, what are you asking first?
To have the matchbox with Conway in it, and can I ask for 2 things or just 1?
I mean, you can ask whatever you want, but
And for us to get through this safely and find what we need to find.
okay.
Ugh. Oh wow, wow,
Oh
wow,
What'd
wow,
you
wow,
roll?
wow,
A
wow.
four.
shit! That's great.
That's 13 less than
That's
17.
good.
Yay!
That is what you needed for this divine intervention. It's been more than a week
Now-
since you did it
Yeah.
before, right? Yeah.
Andy's
Now
so
we get
mad.
to find out what Eris thinks we need.
Well, first we get to get the stick purse. Or, I mean, I guess it's not just like, here it is on a silver platter, but it's like, here's how to get to it or something.
And Sam makes a good point in the chat. Hikari didn't say when you should get the case. We're getting into
also,
some
divine
genius
intervention
stuff
doesn't work like a monkey's paw.
here.
Yeah, it's not quite. Yeah, it's
Like,
not
your god
as
is supposed to
wonky as
want to
wish.
help.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
Yeah.
implication is the god is helping you.
Yeah,
Hikari,
God's really trustworthy in this campaign.
famously, Hikari, you've set up your small ritual. You've drawn in the dust the symbol of Eris. You've started to meditate, and again, golden light starts to shine from your hair as it's being lightly braided into an incredibly intricate single sort of ponytail down the back. You feel a gentle hand kind of rest on your shoulder for a moment, and you look over and there's nothing there. But as you were looking over there, you saw 2 golden eyes appear from the 4th entrance.
Okay.
And the eyes sort of blink in the darkness and disappear and fade. All of you get the, while you're down here, the permanent effect of Bless
Oh, shit.
on each of you. This is adding a d4 to basically all d20 rolls.
I think not. Can you? Yeah, no, you're right. Never mind. Be quiet.
Is it ability checks too? Because I think so.
No,
pretty
I
sure
don't
it
think
is,
it's
yeah.
ability checks.
It's not
It's
ability checks.
it's
But
the
it's-
it's the complement to guidance, basically.
All your combat and saving throws and stuff like that.
Woo! Man, I should have asked for a couple more things. So yeah, that worked. And Eris is gonna grant us safety, and we're gonna find the cigar box with Conway in it.
So I'm going to assume that where the golden eyes were blinking at us was the one to go down.
Which was
Yeah.
which tunnel?
Number 4.
Okay.
Burbage finally opens his eyes and unplugs his ears. All right, what did I miss?
Hikari's hair is golden at the moment with a giant long braid in the back.
I feel like there's
Huh?
like maybe like little dissolving like threads of golden light in tunnel
Sure.
4 from the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Hikari, did
she-
you do something with your hair?
Like, oh yeah, do you like it?
I do. It looks great on you. All right, let me listen. Which tunnel we should go down? Burbage wants to do another perception check.
Give me a perception check, please.
The rest
He
of
has
us
no
just start
idea how
walking down
useless
tunnel
this
4
is.
and leave Burbage behind.
No. I'm gonna contribute. I'm gonna make a difference. 26.
Ooh, the 26. It's you get a slight hint of a bit of something rotting then in tunnel 3. You feel so attuned now to the smells and the sounds of this place. You do hear another bang finally that is coming from tunnel 1. That is louder now that you're deeper. Something again decently down there, but is echoing through the stairways. It's almost a little weird that you're not smelling or hearing anything at all from tunnel 4.
Literally nothing.
Like,
It's the
That's 'cause it's
absence
magical.
of smells.
it is the absence of smells that are any different than what you're picking up now.
Yeah, Tunnel 4 is it's kind of strange. I don't
It's the
smell
one the
anything.
god said we should go down.
Wait, what god?
My god, Eris.
I think Hikari's a god now, Burbage.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, Hikari, can I ask you for divine intervention?
Roll a D100, Adam.
All right, here we go. Burbage is going to roll a D100.
What are you
Roll,
gonna do if this comes up a 1?
Roll a 1.
All right, here we go. It's a 12. It is underneath my
Ooh,
level.
close.
Wow.
Not for the minor deity that is Hikari.
Oh, too bad.
Very minor deity.
Charity's
Aww.
just moving forward down tunnel 4, continuing to check
Alright.
for traps, etc.
Yeah, you are not finding any traps at the moment, but give me a roll. Nothing has been the way it has been, at least up until this point.
Oh wait, I should have advantage.
Sure.
So I'll roll again. Fractional improvements. 16.
16. With the 16, you're not necessarily finding any traps at all. And then something sort of disconcerting that you notice is as that purple light pings off the crystals again when you cast guidance, and is now just sort of emanating brightly around wherever Hikari is walking. That wave of those lights that goes down into the tunnel stops at a point that you can see. You can like see that the tunnel hasn't turned right or left necessarily. It's just a blackness from where you are at the moment, and those little purple lights have stopped.
How far ahead of us is that, roughly?
It's probably another like 60 feet down.
Charity's like, that feels ominous to me. Does that feel ominous
Does
to
it
anybody else?
seem like abrupt stop and like suddenly darkness, or like the gradual fading that you would get if the lights just weren't there?
Does anyone's dark vision extend beyond 60?
I
I don't believe so.
think so.
So
Nope.
you could go down further and investigate.
Well,
It doesn't necessarily seem so abrupt, but like the little pricks of light are not super consistent. They seem to be thinning the number, and so it's hard to tell if it's abrupt or if it's just faded.
but I can see the point, like, just before that. Like, let's call that 59 feet.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I could see the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs are there, everything's there, and you haven't seen any traps.
Charity will create bonfire at that point, like 59 feet.
Okay. You light up a bonfire and whoosh, you light up just in front of a tunnel that is caved in entirely. There are rocks. There are. You don't see an opening from here, but if you get closer or something, maybe. But right now, it looks like this tunnel is caved in.
But at the very least, that seems to be what was causing the light being out, not a magical
Yeah.
effect, etc.
Correct.
So
I can clear those. I can clear those real quick. I'm real strong. I can just toss the rocks,
but go down and investigate at the very least.
and then I'll toss the rocks.
I can go and investigate some.
Who's going in what order?
Why does it matter, Andy?
I'm curious. I just like to have the mental theater in my mind be accurate.
I'll go first.
I would. Fuck.
I mean, you can come with me.
I would be going, but I would be hanging towards the back because I can see that this is caved in, so I feel like there's more dangerous stuff that could come in behind us.
I'm probably also floating down.
Okay. Do Hikari and Burbage want to kind of stay up here or follow everyone?
I'll
Further.
follow. Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
All right.
Burbage is following, but kind of from behind, not from near the back, closer to Stormbringer, because he doesn't really like the eerie sense of smelllessness and soundlessness.
Okay. So all of you generally stick together and you travel down further toward this. And again, yeah, it just it looks like a cave in entirely. The and Clem, are you just sort of like looking at the moment? Or
I'd
you
like
gonna,
to
start
investigate it.
like digging in stuff
Yeah,
to
yeah.
see if there's a way out.
Clem doesn't mind getting her hands
yeah.
dirty.
So as you step within 5 feet of
Mhm.
this, Charity notices it first because he's sort of looking out very specifically for something like this. On both sides of you, the walls light up. On the right side, it's entirely a blue sigil that is gigantic. On the left side, it is an orange sigil that lights up. And Charity, you have just a split second. You see the sigil like writing itself almost in a spiral pattern, getting quicker and quicker closer to the center where it will be completed on both the right and the left. If you want, I'll let you do a counter spell on one of these. You would have just enough time. Or no counter spell at all. It's totally fine. Or another reaction. But
Clem can take it.
You even hear the like a if there was such a thing as a freight truck speeding toward you.
And it's one side's blue, one side's orange.
Right side is blue, left side is orange. Yes.
As we've gotten closer, since this triggered, right at that last part.
Yeah.
Do I see anything functionally that would have indicated damage types, like scorched stone or?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Yeah, this is totally flooring you, but absolutely some sort of magical effect.
All counter spell blue.
All right. So you immediately wave your hands. The light from the blue sigil starts to kind of pulse with one last burst, and then it like almost gets sucked into your outstretched hand. The left side, the sigil in a holographic element mirrors itself and bounces off of the wall and starts the process one more time. And it's now again the wall sigil has lit up, and now a second sigil that is like hovering in midair is now.
I mean, this seems like it's happening slowly enough that I could just like back the fuck up.
You can try to escape and run if you'd like. Back.
I mean, yeah, I mean, if this is doing a thing where it ignites another one and it's like going through this or that, then, yeah. Can I, can I quickly down my potion of swiftness and try to run away? That just gives me faster. That just gives me more movement in fights, I think. It's fine. I'll just try and back up. Oh, no, I won't. Fuck you. I'll use my Boots of the Winding Path.
All right.
I immediately teleport behind where I've been. I don't know why I had to say fuck you. I do. It's me. I teleport back 15 feet.
Right, 15
so
feet.
like as soon as that happened, like as soon as those sigils lit up, I teleport back 15 feet to where I was, 15 feet ago.
You teleport like right behind Charity. And
go,
now
shit!
Stormbringer is up front in this. Does everyone just back up a little bit here as well? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So I'm clear. The blue one seems like it's shut down.
Yep.
The red one, it's like it projected a copy of itself out. Is it to the middle of the hallway?
Not quite, just like like 4 inches off of the wall.
Okay, and now, while the one on the wall is still lit up, this one is
spilling up. Yeah.
Charity will probably take a few sharp steps back. Yeah.
Okay. So everyone starts to back up as this thing then finishes, and you hear it like go and click, and the stone itself starts to like vibrate around you. You're starting to wonder if that's what caused the cave-in front of you. And as you're backing up, Burbage, you feel a slight like puff of air from almost as imagine that you're in a fantasy car wash and you're a car going through, and from all sides like jets of water are cleaning you, but instead of water it's sort of a puff of sort of stale kind of stinky air, and it just kind of like real quick just a bit of a breeze from the wall itself just kind of hits you for a moment, and then it stops entirely. You back up more and more, but nothing is happening, and the sigil turns off entirely. It sort of goes dark except for the firelight from the bonfire that remains.
Throw a ball bearing there.
I can tell you're being
sorry.
sarcastic.
I fucked up. Do we think it's safe for me to try and investigate again, or is it just gonna happen again?
So I saw where this effect started, right? Like in terms of where Clem was. I want to go back down, but well short of that. Like at least 10 feet back from that. Try to see if I can see what set it off.
Sure, investigation or arcana, probably.
Would the advantage on investigation apply to this?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
I'm gonna go with so I can geet you out of danger.
26.
With a 26, you see a small triggering device that is more intricate and a lot smaller than what they have been, almost as if now you're reading they wanted to give you obvious traps so that now the more subtle, intricate ones would be easier to fool someone. And at this, you again see a small little triggering plate that you feel you could steer Clem around if you'd like. You also see a bit of like you're also a little confused because even with the investigation instead of Arcana, you're feeling like you could see like at least grooves or markings of like trap sigils, and you don't see any of that. There is no physical remnant of those things, like on the walls, and it's well lit up because of the bonfire still.
Is there anything that comes to mind for Charity of what that could mean?
I mean, not exactly. It felt like extremely powerful magic, and then did nothing at all. It seems. Is it meant to just scare people or something? Like that's as good as you feel at the moment?
Charity's gonna sort of think, I have a... Did Burbage mention the thing about the air?
Yeah, he would have pointed that out.
Charity's gonna go, okay. It's weird that there's no inscription or anything for those runic circles, which there should be if they were physically real. One proposal. I can guide Clem around the button. I see it now. They've started making the traps more subtle. I'll try to keep a better eye out for this now. Proposal 2, I could trigger the trap intentionally and shut down the other one and see what that does.
Any ideas from anyone?
What if they just need like each other to work? So like you shutting down one of them made it not work.
That was sort of what I was suggesting might be what happened. But in order to really confirm that, we'd want to know what the other one was. You know what? Let's just get...
I mean, I could just walk forward again and teleport back if I set it off.
Well, I don't want both of them to go off if they were what caused the collapse in the tunnel. Maybe let's start with you just investigating this rubble and seeing if we can find a way through. Because if we can, do we really care?
So can I be led around and try and investigate the rubble?
Sure.
Rubble.
Yeah. So you entirely missed the plate, which is weird because you don't remember exactly stepping there before, though supposedly that's what triggered it.
I'm watching the fucking walls, by the way.
And yet, when you get about 10 feet away from the wall, both sigils light up brilliantly on the side.
Ignore my investigation. I teleport back again.
Yeah. I mean, you could start, as you're looking there, you're starting to look around, even just as this is going, you have like a moment here. I'll give you like a quick, it'll be like a higher DC for stuff. And what was it? The roll?
I got a 21 investigation.
21. You quickly like look at that sort of small plate that Charity had noticed from a distance. It is a trap, and you now can sort of see it's like loose and coming off. You sort of kick it just a little bit with your foot, and the like pressure plate comes off entirely. It's not connected to anything. It was a bit of stone made to just look exactly like a subtle trap. And then you teleport back.
I'm going to shut down the orange one this time.
All right, another counter spell. Shut down the orange one. That bit of orange like kind of sucks into your hand as sort of the counter spell is almost kind of absorbing it in that way. The right side, though, the blue, just exactly like the orange side, creates a copy a little bit off the wall, it starts to fill up, and again, this raging sound, and it sounds like it's going to bring the whole tunnel down. The whole tunnel begins to vibrate again, and at this point, if no one else is backing up anymore, Hakari, you're about where Burbage was when he felt that little burst of psst.
Yeah.
And so you feel that this time as well. Your golden hair just kind of moves slightly with a bit of a burst of air. And it's like stinky. It's weird. It's now, Burbage, that you've experienced it and seen Hakari experience this. It's almost as if you feel like there was a trap meant to like shoot a bunch of poison gas or something in here, and it's like it's gone, or the poison has like degraded enough over time where it's just a bit of air at this point, because you feel no ill effects from any of this. And then the sigil powers down on its own again.
What if when the trap activated and took the tunnel down, what if that was recent and now the trap is defunct and we can just ignore the sigils because they're obnoxious and just like clear the tunnel and get going?
Oh, wouldn't that be a merry world?
I mean, it's like possible.
It is. Charity's gonna. Sorry. Charity's going to reach back to Seamus. Ball bearings.
All right, Seamus starts to poop, like shoot like 6 ball bearings in your hand.
And Charity's just gonna, standing back still, but just like whip a handful of them towards the rock wall.
Yeah.
So both watching for what happened. Like, obviously, do the walls activate, and do they encounter physical reality?
You chuck these down the hall, and then tick, 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 tick. They're falling down the stairs, passing straight through what looks to be the caved-in wall.
It's an illusion.
Now you feel
Have we been
pretty.
drugged?
Now you feel pretty confident this is meant to deter people, rather than actually harm them.
We could not. We can't hear what you're saying if you're saying anything, Rachel.
Sorry, I almost threw up sitting here, so I muted myself, and then I forgot.
God.
You know, it's beautiful. It's
Fair.
beautiful, beautiful work of nature. So if I had been able to actually investigate, probably would have fucking noticed this.
Probably, if you could put your
Cool.
hand through it, or had Burbage done a ball bearing.
I mean, I did tell him to throw them. I did. And he just laughed at me.
So, I think that this is more of like a funhouse scare than it is an actual harmful trap. I'm now mourning those 2 spell slots.
Are we having fun?
No, I
You
hate
said it's a
everything
fun
under
house.
Phidero.
But it can't be a fun house if it's not fun.
Stormbringer, you've been to a carnival before, right?
Oh, it didn't go well.
Oh,
It
I
wasn't
don't know what
fun.
a carnival is.
It was a farnival, really.
It was a
Caravan.
I've been to a carnival. But
No,
not a carnival.
Now you're
It was
just
a
making up
caravan.
words.
It was
No,
also
we've been to a
fair.
carnival.
Pretty sure we decided there was a caravan.
Because otherwise it's just a
There's-
fair and a carnival instead of eliciting the caravan part of it.
Look, there was a lot of fire. And
Yes.
Clem just
I think
walks
a lot of
through the
people
rubble.
died.
Clem, as you hit about that 10 feet again, both sigils.
Yeah, I
on either side.
just keep fucking running.
I
through the rubble.
follow Clem.
Ari and Clem pass straight through the rubble into the. Now you see the purple lights of the crystals along the walls. Again, the path is somewhat lit, and again, it's just stairs.
I'm gonna just yell back, "It's safe!"
over the.
I'm gonna
And that-
stick my head through the illusion and just give a thumbs up.
Clem's thumbs up is now obscured by a brilliant white light that shoots and explodes out, but only explodes out about like 10 feet until the illusion is stopped in its proximity.
All right, time to go.
The rest of you continue down.
Burbage is the last to follow, and as he goes through, he feels his hand to the outline of the ball bearings in his bag, and he says, "Don't you worry, little guys. You'll have your time to shine."
Nice. I'm going to tell Hikari something real quick.
Do we need to deafen ourselves, or no? You'll just mute. You're in the same fucking room, Rachel. Jesus, it's fine. Everything's fine. I'm great, and I'm a smart person.
Nah, I don't know. I think you should be harder on yourself.
Wow.
You know what? Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that feedback.
As you
Charity
all
from the
make
back
it.
will go, mind the ball bearings.
Yeah.
Clem just slips like banana peel almost on one of them.
As you've made it all through the illusion, you now see a bit of firelight at the very bottom of the stairs that seems to plateau out. Even an intricate sort of portal design at the bottom. Not portal as in like a magic portal, just a regular portal.
I was like an archway, a decorated,
Yeah, an archway,
a decorated
yeah,
archway.
yeah.
I was like, excuse me?
Yeah. A bit of firelight coming from that hallway.
Well, I'm sure that won't involve someone we have to kill or be killed.
Do you think it's real firelight, or do you think it's illusory firelight?
At this point, Stormbringer, I'm not really sure what's real and what's illusory.
That's a really good question. Did you know that some people think we're just in a simulation? And then
Those
none of
people are
this is
madmen.
real?
Guys, ixnay on the illusion lay. He's gonna nod toward Hikari, like, she had a very bad time with that very recently.
Right. I'll call it a rainbow instead. Is it rainbowy or is it real?
I
Let's
look
just
confused.
let's just go check. Burbage, you want to do your sneaky thing, maybe?
Ooh. Sneak. That's where I'm a Viking. What do you want me to do?
Charity's going to very carefully hand you one ball bearing. Just maybe see where the light's coming from.
Burbage will very stealthily take Charity's ball bearing because he doesn't want his ball bearings to see that he's touching somebody else's ball bearings.
Okay.
What am I doing? What do you want me to do?
Firelight. Is it people? Danger? Whole thing.
Or
Also,
is it a rainbow?
find the trap.
What? I'm gonna sneak toward it, and I'm gonna use the ball bearing to determine if it's an illusion.
Charity's
Wait.
like, honestly, the ball bearing was just to
Rainbow.
pick you up. It was really irrelevant to the task at hand.
Oh, well, that's real helpful, Charity, especially given how little I've been paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's Charity's fault.
You get down to the bottom of the stairs, Burbage.
Yeah.
Give me a sneak roll.
All right. It's 27.
27.
Although technically I have advantage if I'm using Supreme Sneak.
Okay.
So let me do it again. Just in case that makes a difference. 37. That's a crit hit.
37. Well done. Well done.
I'm only this sneaky out of concern for the feelings of my ball bearings. That's what got me to the crit hit.
I see. Burbage.
There's a new Roll20 screen for this?
Bur-
I'm not ready.
You see the hallway turn to the right pretty sharply then, and up ahead, torches on the walls.
Oh, sorry.
The boxes and crates of a civilization, stone cut stairs leading down just a little bit further into what appears to be a dwelling area of some sort, maybe, as you just kind of peek around the corner. And the rest of you can see this as well.
So this
far,
seems to be real firelight
from actual torches. Yeah.
from
Do
real
the-
torches.
Do the crates look ancient or?
Not especially. They should be more broken down if they were like original from the dwarves. That's weird.
Okay. Using message. What are you seeing?
Well, I see a lit room with recent crates and maybe a couple of barrels, if these map icons are to be believed. Burbage will do his due diligence in terms of looking for potential traps, but he's going to move forward because he likes firelight.
From
You a
somewhere
moth?
deeper within this space, you hear a loud clank.
Clank,
So-
foo.
some large metallic thing clicked or triggered, and then it almost felt to you like it dropped into ground. That's about the sound you sort of heard there.
Did that seem to be caused by me moving forward?
It happened around the same time.
But I was going to investigate first. You didn't
Also
let me
true.
investigate.
Yeah. No, please investigate.
Well, it's too late.
No, not for others.
It's too late for you. There is hope, just not for you.
Well, that tracks for Burbage.
I meant other traps.
Oh. Less funny, but more
19.
practical.
19 investigation.
19. You don't see a trap mechanism at all. Where you just stepped, anything there, anything close by. This appears to be now a fairly normal hallway area. Yeah. You see
But there was a
nothing
clanking sound of something
much further in. Yeah, much further in.
of something falling and hitting the ground.
Kinda like your mind sort of wants to imagine like a large metal boat suspended from the ceiling that gets like the chain broke on it and it fell and smacked into the ground.
That's extremely specific.
That's where his mind goes.
Burbage will party line, party cantrip, message cantrip, message cantrip the party.
Okay.
I really want you to have said all of this while you were
Yeah.
cantrip
Yeah.
party message cantrip party.
Yeah, this seems like the way to go. There's definitely stuff down here. We could open up all these crates if we wanted. It could be fun. We might find some cool stuff. Also, there's like a boat that fell. I can hear your
boat?
confusion. I can hear your confusion. It sounded to me like a metal boat attached to the ceiling by some kind of chain, and the chain broke, and the boat fell into the ground. That's what it sounded like to me. That's what I'm saying.
You boat a lot?
I've been
What
on
do
a few.
you mean sounded like?
Yeah, it was like a. Let me do it. It was like a clank flew.
It just happened right now?
Yeah. Well, a couple seconds ago. Clank flew.
I feel like there could be a lot of things besides boats.
No, hold
Do
on,
you
hold on. Stormbringer,
see
you're not
a
hearing them.
boat?
No, hold on. You're not hearing the metal part. Hold on. Clank flew.
I'm not hearing the boat quite there.
All right, hold on.
Could we
Boat
stop?
clank.
Could we
No,
stop
I'm not
conducting this
getting it. Can you
discussion
do it
in the?
again?
Now I'm hearing it.
Now Gary is it? Boat. Huh?
Oh yeah, I get it now. It sounds like a
Alright.
boat.
Clem is just gonna look at Charity.
Why are they doing this in the form of communication that already gives me a migraine? Ah,
Anyway,
Ah,
you guys should
God.
come down here. Come down here. We'll have a little party.
Christ.
Yeah, boat party.
Let's just try to find what we came here.
Yeah, it seems like this is the right direction. I mean, God, I guess, told us to go here, so.
Again, what god?
You know that
My
one of us
God.
worships a god, right?
Yeah.
So that one.
I guess I missed
It's
it.
Hikari. Hikari did it.
You missed it because you closed your eyes and plugged your ears.
Touche, Charity, touche. You guys coming down here yet? I'm all alone. It's boring. The firelight's kind of cool, but it's
all
not cool
standing
enough to
by
get
you.
me in. Oh, hi.
And that's standard, Rachel.
Okay.
I'm still watching Clem and ready to grab her ass. Just as an FYI.
Gotcha.
No,
Yeah,
no. Rachel was DMing Andy about pregnancy symptoms.
yeah, that's pretty
Did you
standard,
just
Rachel.
turn the lights off?
I
No,
just
I
had to
can see
ask Andy
again.
a few questions.
Sorry,
Okay, but I'm ready. I can't see where you are because things are weird with light on here.
How
but
did
I'm
you
ready to
get
grab
into
you.
the walls? You got into the walls somehow.
Am I in the walls?
You're good now. I
It's
think.
because the edge of the wall clips into the square,
Oh, that's fine.
and so like the part that it decided to detect vision from happened to clip that.
Yeah, gotcha. Can you see
Where's-
now, Stormbringer? Are you okay?
No.
You still?
Where's Clem?
Clem is back here behind you.
I'm at the stairs. I haven't moved in.
Am I standing by Clem?
Yes.
Let's go to the left.
Okay. I'm standing by Clem. I'm staying with Clem.
Okay.
Andy, I sent you a question.
Wonderful. Yeah, you can respond if you want to respond. Go for it. Here. I mean, not here. On stream.
On stream, okay. Inside my head, I'm going to say, which one and why? What do you know?
Oh, just your friend. He's a bit of a loose cannon. This is very dangerous down here. I'm pretty positive he will die first.
First, as in the rest of us are also gonna die, or is this
Well,
just because you're a
maybe.
coward, or is there something that you know that's coming up?
Oh, I know this place well. I could guide you through.
Literally, why haven't you said anything, you son of a bitch? We've been floundering down here for like an hour.
You've never asked.
You.
Let
Is
me
there
take over. I'll
something-
lead your friends.
No, you could just tell me. Is there something in particular that I should warn everyone about?
Well, you've made it through the worst of what I know.
So then why are you saying he's gonna die?
I'm afraid he's triggered something.
Is it a boat?
Does it have to do with the boat? Are we gonna fight a
Um,
whale?
There is no boat. No.
Okay.
Your other friend will die second, I'm pretty sure. It
You know their
seems
names.
that the
You're
order-
inside my head.
I can't be bothered to remember all the names of you creatures. I barely remember yours, Clake.
Oh God, I hate you so much. Yeah, hold on a minute, and I'm gonna just turn to Stormbringer and Charity because I'm not gonna trust just Stormbringer.
Hey, excuse you.
So unwelcome visitor is telling me that Burbage has unleashed something terrible, and he will be the first to die. He won't tell me what it is, but he said that it's already started and is already in motion. So
Hey, Burbage,
just...
get a message counter, Burbage. Get the fuck back here right now, little man.
He's like
Hikari,
standing next to us.
I can't see.
I don't know why you can't see.
Is
Hikari,
Burbage next to me?
he really is. Yeah.
I'm gonna pick Burbage up and put him over my shoulder to keep him safe.
Hey,
Hikari, from down the hall, down here to the south more, you hear a very low, very large growl.
Okay.
It's a
I'm gonna
motorboat.
go back to my friends on the stairs and let them know that.
Okay.
Charity is going to try to investigate, probably medically and magically, Burbage.
I can't see, but I'm putting myself in between where the growl was heard by Hikari and the rest of the party. I'm setting Burbage gently by Charity, so I'm not taking him towards the growl. Oh, hey, I can see! Magic!
Oh,
I'm
don't
just
send
gonna-
Burbage down. I don't want agency right now.
I'm just gonna
I
ask...
want to take you towards the growl.
I'm gonna ask the voice in my head. Can you just tell me what it is so that we can be prepared? If I die, it's harder for you.
You won't die from this.
But everybody else will?
Just the two, I think.
I could punch him, Clem. If you want me to punch, you sound exasperated with that sigh.
Yeah, but then you'd be punching my brain.
That's okay.
Is it?
I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm. I'm sure you are. I have a very punchable face, I have been told.
What was happening? Was there a god thing again? What is going on?
Clem is just going to reach out and cast Death Ward on Burbage.
Ah.
Well, you won't be the first to die on my watch. So
Sort of
you
like a
have Death Ward. Let me click it. Death Ward.
Death Ward.
So basically, when you would drop to 0 hit points as a result of taking damage, you instead drop to 1 hit point.
And if the spell is still in effect when a target would be subject to an instantaneous kill.
Yeah, instead it would be negated. And then the spell ends. It lasts for 8 hours. So this will protect you for 8 hours from dying once.
So Charity does want to investigate Burbage if it has been indicated that he is the one in trouble.
Oh, okay. Yeah, investigation, perception.
Probably more medical and magical.
Or even medical, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can do magical, but
Charity's instinct would be to start with medicine anyway.
yeah. That's a 13. Medically, yeah, you're looking at.
Don't forget everybody's
sorry, 15.
blessed.
Yeah,
Add
yeah,
your
15.
d4s. Sorry, just
15.
a thing that
I
I
think
suddenly
the
remembered.
skill, like guidance, yeah.
Don't you get blessed on
And-
skills, or is it
and
only
your
on attacks?
Saving throws and attack rolls.
Yeah, I don't think.
Balls. Okay.
Yeah, with a
Sorry.
15, then you're looking him over. You're sort of peering his eyes open. You're checking him. You look at his tongue. He seems totally fine. You don't think there's anything medically wrong with Burbage.
Okay. So we'll keep an eye on that.
What would you like to do? All of you.
I've got my shield out and my whatever weapon I use now up, and I'm blocking in case the growl comes near people.
Also, quick question.
Yes.
Did Lem mention that Hakari was second?
No.
Okay.
I didn't. I think I was just too distracted by everything going on.
Also, real quick, is it cool with the players if we just kind of take a break whenever you want to? We're getting closer to kind of an interesting ending point,
Yeah.
so it might be slightly shorter. But maybe we just
Works
don't
for
take
me.
a break.
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay.
And then, sorry. Now a question to you, Andy.
Yes.
Which direction was the growl heard from?
So Hakari would tell you it came from the south.
Okay.
Then passage. If this is north, south, east.
There was just a lot of nonsense going on all at once.
Yeah.
Charity's gonna pull out the dagger again and see
Okay.
if it gives anything.
Yeah. As soon as you pull it out, it's
I
almost.
could severely injure someone with.
Yeah, it's weird. You have to sort of put hand on top of hand on the hilt, and sort of make sure that you're not cutting yourself with it. Even though the blade isn't like extremely sharp, it is still a little dangerous. And you slow it down, you stop it, and you kind of put it away. It seems worthless at the moment down here.
So, like, I could go towards where we heard the growl and see if I can suss out what it is, as long as Burbage stays back there where it's safe.
Sure. I think we should probably, if you position yourself generally to be able to intercept that, we should check these crates to see if we can figure out what generally is in them.
Oh, also, Hakari's gonna be the second to die. I don't know if it,
What?
I don't know if it was just the placement of where they were when this thing triggered. This guy is just an asshole.
Wait,
He's
who's
a
the
good
first
guy.
who's going to die? Who's going to be first? What's
You!
happening? All
I'm
right,
gonna
I didn't know
gently
that.
yeet Hikari back towards Burbage to get her safe also.
Can
I mean, yeah, can I do that?
Can you do what?
Can I, like, step
stay-
back?
Yes.
Yeeted.
Okay.
He did.
Can Charity put together what Galway has, that the most likely thing is this jet of air? Because he knows that Burbage
Charity could,
experienced
sure.
it.
Charity could make that connection.
Okay. It might have something to do with the trap, the jets of air.
It's
Because you
poisoned?
felt
They've
them-
been poisoned?
You felt them, Burbage, and then Akari was standing about where you were the second time we set it off. And if you're first and she's second, did he say we're all going to die? Is he being this general?
No, he just said them too. I asked
Okay,
specifically.
so it seems like it's probably that. Goody.
Do you have cure poison?
Me?
Anybody who does magic. I don't
Oh.
do magic.
No. I don't have
I
that.
don't think I do, but I can
I
check.
have greater restoration.
Wait a minute. Burbage wants to like smell himself. Does he smell anything on himself?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
The air. It did. It smelled weird. It smelled bad, the air, right?
A little bit.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. 23.
With a 23, you're sort of patting yourself down and kind of smelling different sides, especially like on your left kind of shoulder. You get that hint of that smell again. It's a bit of a musty, like imagine you're in a fantasy apartment and the previous owners had a dog that liked like to pee in one corner, and like they've cleaned it and stuff, like, you know, really really well, but there's just like that weird hint of something that just feels slightly off.
No, guys, I don't like this. This is reminding me of another play that I saw in Phidero years ago. It was called Watchers. It was by an up-and-coming playwright named Dean Koontz. And it was about a very special dog with enhanced intelligence, but everyone the Golden Retriever comes in contact with is later murdered by a creature known as the Outsider. Is that going to happen to me?
A dog?
No, I'm a
Spoilers.
person who touched the Golden Retriever. This is horrible. That was a scary play. I don't like this, guys. I don't like this. You heard a growl? Oh my god.
Does this additional information give me anything more to go off of in terms of?
If like you're trying to put these together, and the trap was really about like marking someone with a scent, you're not exactly sure why that would be occurring, but if you heard a growl and somehow the voice in Clem's head is connecting all of this together, is it something that animal could smell?
Oh no,
I'm
no,
gonna
no, no,
dump
guys!
all my water.
No.
I'm dumping all my water on Burbage, like on his left side where he said the smell was. I'm just fucking bathing him, and if I have some water left, I'm doing it to Hikari wherever Hikari got watered.
I like Fargo moments. The Fargo moments are more fun. I don't want Dean Koontz.
Can't we just kill a creature? We're pretty strong.
Guys, get prestidigitation or mending or whatever fucking cantrips you guys have that make things different. Do those. I'll dump water. You do fixing cantrips. We
I ain't
make
got
the
shit.
smells go away. What the fuck, Clem?
I could do lesser restoration.
I don't think we have cantrips for making things smell different.
No,
Like
that's like what there are cantrips that do.
prestidigitation,
There
yeah.
are cantrips that do that. Yes.
Oh,
I don't have
well,
prestidigitation
I don't
though.
personally have that.
Yeah. I could do spare the dying, so if he dies, I'll spare him.
That doesn't. No. Clem,
Well,
that doesn't
I
fit
could
the current
firebolt
situation.
him.
Why would you do that? Oh,
I'm
to
telling
make him
you
smell
the cantrips
different.
that he'll
Yeah,
smell like
that's a good idea.
charred burbage.
For the love
Yeah.
or hate of gods generally, could we focus on most likely it's something to do with that scent and tracking and the growls we're hearing, and we just need to find what we're looking for and get the hell out of here.
Did dumping my water on them fix the smell?
Give me a perception check. Clem and Burbage also give perception checks.
Yeah, Burbage
See
is
if you guys
like.
can smell. So Stormbringer, yeah, you're not having much of a smell here. They smell like normal Burbage, which has an odor. Not unpleasant.
23. I'm sniffing.
12.
12. So Clem, yeah, you don't smell much either. Burbage, you do get just a tiny bit of a whiff still. But with a 23 perception, you also do luckily notice the very large beast that has crawled out of the wall behind you and onto the ceiling above you.
What the fuck, Andy?
It is some sort of four-legged creature with gigantic claws that are clinging like suction cups onto the ceiling. It is very large. It appears to be made of steel.
Oh, sorry. Click the wrong thing.
And as you look up at it, it silently opens its gigantic mouth with teeth and pounces down.
Oh, we didn't hear that last part.
And pounces down on you.
Well, this is oddly reassuring.
Here's my question, Andy, actually.
Yes.
So I have an agreement with my hound that I set up.
Yes.
When a small or larger creature comes within 30 feet of it without first speaking the password that I specify, when I cast this spell, the hound starts barking loudly. So would we have been warned of this thing showing up around us before it pounced? Because my dog barked.
The DM known about that.
I'm sorry. It's a part of the
We'll
spell.
We'll say it's a magical beast that gets around that. But
that's some bullshit. I have this fucking hound for a reason.
No, 100%. As it materialized out of the wall, I'll say that it actually became physical enough that your dog 100% notices. Clem, you totally are not surprised by this creature.
Okay, that's all I was asking for.
Yeah, 100%. The dog then immediately starts barking as it materializes.
Okay, this is wild. I forgot that there was an actual dog. This is literally Watchers by Dean Koontz, guys.
By literal dog, you mean the conjured magical essence that behaves like a dog.
Who's invisible and you can't see.
There's a dog and there's this monster.
Also, Andy, just on the note of, I'm sure the words roll initiative are going to be coming. Did the dagger warn me?
It did. Yep, as well. So as soon as it materialized, then the dog started barking. The dagger warned you. You two will not be surprised by this. And Burbage, you took 14 piercing and 18 slashing damage as it began to bite and slash into you.
14 and 18.
And then let's everyone roll initiative.
Was that an attack he saw coming?
It was.
Right. Like, so I could dodge
because
it?
of the dog barking, I'll say it was an attack you saw coming.
Hey.
You were able to...
So I have the damage?
Yeah.
I believe so. Of one
Uncanny
of the attacks.
dodge.
So the first one was 14. So that
but they're two separate attacks.
Yeah. 7 and then 18, so like
25.
25 damage total.
Yeah.
And lovely. Grubs no longer exist.
Oh, the
boy.
grubs.
Oh, there's so many of these. Okay.
I was like, I'm really hoping Caloran's not supposed to be on this turn track.
Stormbringer did roll that. Clem, did you roll initiative?
8.1. Yeah, it's on the list.
Yeah, good.
And mine's on the list.
Colorin, Hakari, Grubs, that Clem, that Stormbringer, and that Burbage. All right, I think everyone's good. Pow. All right, friends.
You just the initiative tracker just disappeared.
Oh, sorry.
Back now.
Do you all not have control of that? It's just me? Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, if you click it away, it goes away for us.
Fun. All right. Burbage, you see this creature. It is slashed and bit into you, fallen from the ceiling, and made a large as it landed on the ground next to you. Fuck you, Adam.
Andy, I just want to say that I can see down the stairs, but I can't see the area around me. Like I can vaguely see a creature is shadowy there, but...
Do you have dark vision?
I do, because I have the belt of dwarven kind.
Cool. 60 feet?
Yeah.
Wait, is this supposed to be the boat noise? This is the
yeah,
noise
this is this. The steel creatures, the boat.
Why did you think it was a boat?
It's a big metal boat.
That's where
Andy
Burbage's
said
mind
it.
went.
Has Burbage done a lot of boating?
Burbage has
Big
been
boater.
on some boats.
All right, friends. Burbage, what would you like to do?
Well, I mean, Burbage was horrified. He already had Bright Fang out in his hands as he was fucking fearing for his life again. So he's attacking this thing with Bright Fang as it pounces down on him.
Okay.
Or after it pounces down on him, or whatever the fuck. So here we go. What did I just do?
What did I just do? You did a Bright Fang attack with 29 to hit?
Yeah.
And 11 piercing and 7 cold. 29 does hit. You slash into the steel. You hear the sword cling, but the sharpness of Bright Fang is luckily enough to cut into the steel skin of this beast. The cold doesn't seem to quite latch on with enough as much damage as you're used to with Bright Fang.
So it does some damage, but not as much.
Yeah.
And the piercing. What dice did I roll for the piercing?
You rolled a d6 plus 5, it looks like. Plus 1 magic.
1d6 plus 5. So what?
You rolled a 5.
You
Oh, I rolled a 5. Okay, so
Yeah,
I won't.
It's a 5 and a
re-roll
5
that.
and a 1. So
I won't re-roll that with Piercer. That's fine. And But do I have? Can I do an offhand dagger attack?
Yes. As a bonus action.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Oh, dagger. 16 clinks off of the steel skin. The dagger does not penetrate at all.
Ooh. And is this thing still basically still like right above me?
It's now landed next to you on the ground.
It's landed next to me.
Yeah,
on the
Clementine
ground.
and the spectral dog have rolled out of the way.
Okay. Yeah, I shouldn't have attacked. I should have done like a. Should have done like a disengage. Oh well. I'm rusty. I'm rusty.
You do have a cunning action. Oh,
Didn't
that's
I-
your
but
bonus
I-
action. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Never mind.
used my bonus action to try to
My
attack it
bad.
again. So.
You can just run.
And just let it attack me again.
I mean, okay, so strategy-wise, you have 156 hit points still. It might be worth whatever it can do to you to just get out of its thing. But whatever you want to do.
I mean, it's. I wonder if it's. I mean, if it's Dean Koontz rules.
Yeah.
God, I saw this movie years and years and years ago, and then in college, I think I read 2 Dean Koontz books. They're actually pretty good. One of them is this. So what would Dean Koontz do? I guess is what I'm. Yeah, Burbage. I've been playing Burbage as pretty terrified. He's sick of being targeted by shit. He doesn't like it. He's over it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna just run. He's just gonna run and let it get an opportunity attack. He's gonna try to run behind Stormbringer over here.
Okay.
Because the monster's back there, right? I don't.
Yeah.
The light's kind of weird for me too, but.
You don't have dark vision.
Well, with Bright Fang, I do. So.
Oh, that's right. You do have light with Bright Fang.
Take that.
Is that 60 feet?
Oh
well, either way.
It's.
I'm sorry. 60 feet with your dark vision. We'll say yes. For now, I think.
I mean, it's 20. It's 20 feet.
will change
Also,
later.
technically, when the blade is drawn, all non-magical light is extinguished within 40 feet of the bearer.
If you want to do that, yeah, you can do that.
Oh, I don't have to? Okay, I think
No,
I
you don't have
won't.
Okay.
Good.
It is going to claw at you as you rush away from it.
Sure.
28 hits for 14 slashing damage.
Okay. But I can't uncanny dodge that, I don't think. Since I already did all this shit.
You could. That's a reaction.
Oh.
And you used your other reaction before your turn, so yeah. It reset.
Alright, so it takes 7 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, Burbage is gonna be fine, guys. It's all good. It's my turn.
Oddly enough, Charity, you notice its feet start to kind of glow and it hunches down just a little bit. This is weird, but technically this creature is casting a spell. I don't know if you want to do anything about that, but
Stop
you
that.
do notice it.
Stop that. A counterspell.
At what level?
Third.
Third is enough. The misty step that it was about to cast to go after Burbage again has been canceled on this creature, and it is now in place. And it looks around at its feet, and it sees all of you there. It is gonna step to get a little bit better view of Burbage, and so technically, Clem, you can do a opportunity attack if you'd like, based on our house rules.
Me, I can?
Mhm.
Me, I can.
Me,
Can
I
my,
can't?
You, I can.
Can my dog also?
Yeah. Yeah, your dog is there.
Okay, so my dog's attack is ability modifier, spellcasting plus proficiency bonus, which I believe is 11, because that's my spell attack bonus.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's.
So let me just.
You basically just make a spell attack.
So that's a 20. No, that's a 30,
30 hits.
and
Yeah.
he does 4d8
Nice. Okay.
piercing damage. That's 23
Yeah. Ooh.
piercing damage.
Is this magical?
I mean, he is magical.
He is magical.
It doesn't specify, but
I'm gonna say
It's coming
yes.
from a spell, and it has a magical
Yeah.
source.
okay.
I like that. Yeah, I'll say yes for this.
Woo woo! Yeah, fuck him up, faithful hound. And then I will just do an attack. That's not the window that I wanted to open. Can't do a spell. I'm not that kind of caster. Let's see. Quarterstaff. That's a 10.
Clang.
to hit.
It does that thing where you know, like where you hit a baseball bat against like a fence or something and it hurts your hands. Yeah.
Does it sound like a baseball bat in a fence, or does it sound like a baseball bat in a boat?
Like a baseball bat in a boat. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Is this creature really a boat?
I need everyone who's in a very nice little line here to make a Constitution saving throw.
Who's
As
in the line? Is
all
it
of
all of us? I didn't know if it
every-
was like if it was like a 5-foot line or it was
Nope,
a.
everyone,
This
including
does
the dog.
get the D4.
This
Yeah,
does get the
everyone gets a
D4, yeah.
D4.
What do I do for the dog's constitution?
I'm going to inspiration my fumble.
Sounds good.
I got a 32.
I got a 19.
Okay.
I got a 16.
What do I do for dog?
Whatever your stat is for your Constitution for your dog.
I don't have a.
It doesn't have
Faithful
stats
Hound
like
doesn't
that.
give you a stat.
I'm not sure Mordenkainen's faithful hound can be damaged.
Oh yeah, I don't think he can.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good point.
I think-
Let me,
I think
I'm gonna
that
actually
it's-
pull it up.
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
it's one of those ones that you can't hurt. It's intangible.
The hound is invisible to all creatures except you and cannot be harmed.
Beautiful.
So it's
Yeah.
just there for 8 hours.
It's just there. Is it concentration?
It is not.
Wow. This is great.
Yeah, I mean it's a 4th
So-
level spell. It's not nothing.
Yeah. So Burbage, what'd you get?
6.
A 6.
Do let me know if I failed before you put in damage.
Yes, you did.
I'm going to favored by the gods.
Okay. Hakari, what'd you roll? A 13 plus 4?
21 for me now.
15. A 21. 21 will save then.
Can you say what the saving? I mean, I guess
It
it doesn't really
is
fucking matter.
19.
Thank God, that's exactly what I
Yeah.
rolled with Bless.
So everyone, I think, except Hakari and Burbage, gets half of this. 25. But
So
Burbage
12
and Hakari
or
take
13. I can't remember.
25 thunder damage. As this thing lets out a gigantic roar that screams into your ears, piercing any sort of semblance of concentration. If you are concentrating on a spell currently, you are Burbage and Akari would lose it. Both Burbage and Akari are stunned now. And the creature is here. The rest of you just take the damage. You are not stunned, nor do you need to worry about concentration. All right, Stormbringer, your turn. It is pissed that it can't make its way to Burbage. It is looking for any way. It for a second, it thought about like running up the wall and stuff even at it. But,
So I can't see the dog, the fake
No, it's
morning
invisible
kind
to
dog,
everyone.
not the metal dog.
correct.
Yeah, it's invisible
So
to
can I
everyone.
stand in that square that the fake dog is in?
I think so. I don't think it takes. If it can't be hurt, I don't think it takes up
Okay.
actual space.
I'm moving up to there,
Okay.
and I'm bringing Burbage with me.
Oh,
Andy, I also don't
behind
want to
me.
tell you, like, I realize that I didn't tell you about the password thing. The other thing that this dog can do is see invisible creatures and see into the ethereal plane. So if either of
Okay.
those things are relevant for
Sure.
it
For going
barking,
forward, yeah,
exactly.
100%.
I have my shield up.
Wonderful. All right.
And Rage on.
Okay.
So the thing needs to make a DC 18 Dex save.
Okay. This is a magical effect, yes.
Probably.
It's in that fuzzy gray area of class abilities.
I don't know what else it would be.
It rolled an 8, even with advantage.
Oh, cool. It has advantage on magical.
So it needs to take 14 lightning damage.
Okay.
DC 18 strength save.
This is Andy's for Astra.
Yeah, right. 19.
Okay. And then I'm actually going to swing at it now.
Okay. Charity will be on deck.
Does a 25 hit?
A 25 does hit.
So it will take 19 magical slashing damage.
Yep.
Second attack. Ooh, that was a fumble.
Half damage as you slice into yourself. The weapon rebounds off of the thick steel hide and cuts into your shoulder as it bounces back.
I'm raging, so it'd actually be quarter damage, right?
Totally. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it would have and then it would just have again, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I have my shield up as a reminder.
Yep. Charity. Clem on deck.
Going to summon how tall is the ceiling?
Here, 15 feet.
I'm gonna summon spiritual weapon almost above it, So I'm
Okay.
trying to restrict its ability to get up on the
Mm.
walls.
Yeah.
So spiritual weapon, it's at 2nd level. 28. I assume hits.
Yes.
8 force damage.
Wonderful.
And now let's take silver flame darts for a spin at level 17. I get 4 beams, all directed at him. That is a 15, a 28, a 25, and a 29. I'm assuming all the ones over 20 hit.
Yes, all of them over 20 hit.
That's 28, 35 fire damage.
Nice. All right.
And I'm going to kind of be keeping a bit of an eye out for behind us to see if I hear anything moving or see anything coming into play back there.
Okay.
And the dog will react too.
Wonderful. Yep. And that fire damage seemed to do the normal amount.
I was going to ask.
Yes.
Okay.
The steel frame of this thing is starting to glow, kind of a dull red. Then
I might have made it better.
any movement, Charity?
Like 1 step back, but
Okay.
I don't exactly want to jump into a room that I'm now trying to keep a weather eye on.
Yeah. Totally. Clementine, your turn. Hikari is on deck.
Because I'm standing right next to it,
Yes.
does that mean acid arrow is a ranged spell attack? So would I have disadvantage?
Correct.
Okay. Balls. Didn't think about that one. Oh, at the beginning of my turn, my hound attacks again.
Wonderful.
Let's do that. 16.
16 misses, I'm afraid.
Boo earns. Okay. I would like to try and fairy fire it then.
Okay.
So yeah, it has to roll something save, dexterity save.
Charity, I believe. It rolled 10. Why?
Nope.
It is pretty
So-
dexterous. I don't know why
That's-
it's rolling so low.
I mean, my save is 19 too, so.
Yeah. It's
So
lit
yeah,
up.
it is lit up now, and attacks have advantage against it. And I don't think that I have fuck all for bonus actions. Oh, could I drink a potion as a bonus action? I think you let us do that if it's us drinking it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just see what the fuck this is, because I don't
Yeah.
have my book in front of me. I'm gonna drink the boldness potion that I made with my reactive whatever bullshit.
Lovely.
I can now roll a d4 and add the number rolled to every attack roll and saving throw that I make for the next minute. Can that stack with bless, since bless is technically a thing I got from a
It's a
god?
different effect.
Well, yeah, I'll say yes, totally.
So for the next minute I'm under the boldness effect.
Okay.
And I have 2 of those potions, so I could toss it to somebody else later if somebody wants one. I think that is all that I can do right now. So I'm just going to stay where I am because
Sounds good. It did use its nope, that was before its turn, so it does have its reaction.
yeah, and I can't like scooch to the other side of it, right? Because there's like a. Could I go?
If you move while you're in,
I forget. You guys do a thing where
Gotcha,
even if
yeah.
I stay within its attack range, I. Okay, then I'll stay here.
I'm also not sure you could physically make make it.
That's what I was asking too.
Right,
Like I
yeah,
didn't know if I could make it, just so I'm not in a line with everybody. But
Sure. Hakari, at the end of your turn, please make a Constitution saving throw. I'm afraid an 8
Done and done. Boo.
is not enough to shake the stun effect. Burbage, please do the same. I'm afraid a 15 is not
Plus
enough.
Well,
D4.
I'm adding a D4. Hang tight.
Sorry.
Yeah,
A 1.
16.
Does Flash of Genius do saving throws?
I think it's anything other that's not attack rolls.
Just a reminder?
Hmm.
Pretty
That would
sure
be
it
my
does.
reaction, right? I don't think I have. Ba. Ability check or saving throw. Yeah, I can add +5 to
So
you.
you do know that a 19 essentially you saved at. And he's rolled a 16 so far.
Yeah. I'll
Alright.
add.
At the end
21.
of your turn, Burbage, you shake it off. You kind of come to, your eyes are crossed for a bit, and it's hard to focus for a second. And then you see this massive thing backed into a corner, still looking incredibly dangerous, and locked eyes with you. Even
All right.
though Stormbringer is in between the two of you, its eyes are
Yeah.
locked.
Burbage stuns himself again.
Nah.
He comes unstunned. He'd rather stay stunned. This is
Go.
horrifying.
Galway, would you roll a d6, please? And you don't want to roll a 5 or 6.
Hey.
4.
It cannot get to Burbage. It cannot hit him. And it seems oddly compelled by this strange creature in front of it. Actually, it is snapping and snarling at all of you, and it's trying its best to get to Burbage, but it can't quite will itself away from Stormbringer. It does nothing in this moment.
Nice.
Sweet.
Good.
Yeah, Stormbringer. Shit. You've broke its programming essentially here.
So it should make a DC 18 dex save.
Okay. It rolled a crit hit.
Rude.
Finally. The lightning streaks out. It bounces off, clings to the wall behind it for a second, and then slowly prowls back down on the ground.
Since it's a crit, will it not take half?
No, I'll say it takes half. Yeah.
Half of 9, so not that great. And then a DC 18 strength save.
It rolled a 24.
Damn.
Okay. And I'm
As the-
gonna attack it.
The ice starts to build up on it, and it breaks it off, shakes it. 30
I
hits.
assume it's 30 hits for 15 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Second attack. $29 for 18 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
You had advantage on both of those attacks.
Because of the fairy fire.
Fairy fire.
Oh,
fuck, I
yeah.
forgot about that. Okay. So this is the
And you get to
second
add a
roll for the
D4,
first
right?
one.
Well, she hit both
Did
times.
she
It's
do the
really just the
D4?
critical.
Oh, I understand. Okay.
And second roll for the second one. Okay, not better on either of them.
Yeah, very good though. You slash into
Yeah,
it.
that's
You're carving off large chunks of its metal plating, its skin, the sort of ridges on its back that were extremely razor sharp have now been bent and twisted. This thing looks really hurt. Charity.
Spiritual weapon will take a cut. It didn't remember to roll advantage. Oh, good. Now you do. Son of a bitch. So 25.
25 hits. Yeah.
12 force.
All right.
And then, Christ help us, time for a lot of dice to hit the table. 4 silver flame darts, all going at him, all with
Let's
advantage.
do it. That's a crit.
So
30,
that is...
all of them hit.
Okay, cool. All of them
22,
hit.
32, 30, 20. Yeah.
That is a total of 28, 41, 48 fire damage.
Go away, please paint me a picture of how you destroy this creature.
As the spiritual weapon basically pins it down with its stab, Charity is just going to pull back the 4 feathers flying off of his horn, and just cleanly shear off each of its limbs.
Wow. The creature writhes, making a horrible screeching metal on metal sound. And it slams against the wall a few times, crumbling the rock, and then falls entirely down, motionless.
Stupid boat.
Are we out of initiative, or
We are out of initiative.
can I investigate the creature to see if I find anything interesting or worthwhile to take?
Absolutely.
By Clem's
Yeah,
definition.
give me an
Yes.
investigation. The rest of you also, now that the sounds of battle and screeching have died down, you hear like the sounds of hammers, of voices, people walking home from the pub, laughing. It's almost as if you hear the sounds of a working city around you. But then you hear a thud, thud, something large and heavy on wood. What'd you roll, Clem?
23.
23 investigation.
Yeah.
This thing seems to be some sort of living construct almost. Like it does have a few biological parts, but it's absolutely like controlled and programmed almost by a large gem in its chest that probably you could remove if you wanted to.
I would like to do that.
Excellent. You have a steel protector gem in your inventory now.
Done. Thank you.
Just found Randolph's new heart.
I just pick it up and I'm like, oh, Randolph, baby, you're going to be better than ever.
Sounds of
I'm going to also
dwarven
scratch
city.
my invisible dogs between the ears. I'm sorry. I
Lovely.
need to
No,
let him
you're
know
good.
that he was a good boy and
was
that
a
he really
very
helped us
good boy.
here.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you. I didn't mean to interrupt. Continue.
not at all. Charity, you now sort of even recognize as you're sort of looking away, there are two kind of a double door over here. And as you hear the sounds of pounding, poof, poof, you see the doors kind of give just a little bit.
Got incoming.
I'm gonna put myself in between the party and the doors. I was not looking at my screen though when you said where the doors were.
No worries.
Are we within 30 feet of them?
10, 20, 25, 30. Stormbringer is now.
Okay.
I still have my shield up, and if it hasn't been a minute since battle ended, I'm still raging.
It's immediately still there. Do you need to? Yeah, you don't need to like attack every round, right?
Not anymore.
Nice.
Can I move forward too with the dog and just get within 30 feet and see if he barks?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to be within 30 feet and just see if the dog barks.
he can detect things beyond
It just
substances?
says, when a small or larger creature comes within 30 feet of it without first speaking the password that you specify, blah, 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 it starts barking loudly.
It
Just says
ignores
comes within
illusion.
30 feet. And it ignores illusions. That's all I got. It's up to you.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. So as the hound gets within 30 feet, it begins barking at the door.
Can I just say that this would have meant that the fucking dog stood there quietly while we tried to go through an illusory bunch of rubble, and he was just like, these fucking idiots are just jumping back and forth from nothing. Okay, sorry. Anyway, he starts to bark.
And as the sounds of the dog barking echo throughout these, what you thought were empty caverns, but are now lit with torches, and you hear around you the sounds of people rushing by, of carts and of mules, though you see no activity at all. You hear that pounding on the door and the wood giving a little bit. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session, my friends. Well done. You've made it to the bottom of the stairs.
Andy, we have to beat our other record.
2 more sessions to go.
love it.
Also, I'm not joking when I say I'm going to make this campaign last another 5 years because I can't handle Indians.
Evidently, I love it.
Yeah, it's going to go on forever.
Wonderful. Thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks to the players for playing. That was awesome. We didn't take a break. We just ended a little early tonight, pushed on through, mostly because I couldn't think of a good break point for this necessarily. And I wanted to kill my friends with a giant steel dog. Yeah.
So you
Well
mean
done.
a giant steel boat.
A giant steel boat. Well done, friends. This was excellent. You made it with, honestly, most of your spells and health intact. Well done.
When you first described the banging on the doors, I was tempted to go, ooh, a bicycle.
Andy, you can tell us it's not funny anymore and shut the fuck up if it's not funny anymore.
Oh, it's 100%. Yeah, it's very funny. I'm laughing on the inside. Deep inside.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
friends, thank you very much. That was us for Goats and Dragons. We love you so much. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other, and we'll see you next time. Tomorrow night we have the probably season finale.
Speaking of endings,
Of tier. Though again, if me and Lena have anything to do with it, we'll make it last as long as we can.
Another 5 years.
you're
Another
already
5
in
years.
initiative order.
Yeah. And then what? Anything else coming up over the weekend? I don't think so.
Nothing on the weekend.
Yeah, no. And then next week is Thanksgiving, so
Yeah, next week is
no
Thanksgiving.
Spire for that.
No Spire for that. Thank you, friends. We love you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Lonely she walks down beside the green river. My lady she was, and I bend my knee. One divine, my seraph, my heart to deliver. She gives me a small flower that I call Doom Lily. I love so completely, so true and so sweetly. But know that our story is so short, it must be. Every time that you show me that blue and white flower, reminds me of the voice of